presentation of Major League Baseball. What's up, everyone? I'm Kate Maniscalco. Tick-tock, it's baseball o'clock. Timing is everything, and the Seattle Mariners picked the perfect time to get hot. It was an all-time inning for the Bronx Bombers, with batters circling the bases time after time. Fernando Tatis Jr. is making up for lost time after rediscovering his power stroke. And we'll turn back the clock to 2012 when Johan Santana turned in a timeless performance. There's no time to lose, so let's clock in for This Week in Baseball.
This Week in Baseball is back. How about that?
The Seattle Mariners have officially found their groove, riding the wave of an amazing run that started in May and has been sailing in June.
And the Mariners sweep the A's. They sweep the Diamondbacks!
The secret to their recent success? Power at the plate and dominance on the mound.
Swung on and missed. Got him. Oh, he is dealing.
The rotation, led by Emerson Hancock, Bryan Woo, and Logan Gilbert, has been absolutely electric, shutting down opposing lineups. And while all-star backstop Cal Raleigh remains sidelined, a surge of offensive power has arrived.
A rainmaker to left field. Julio with a bang.
Julio Rodriguez is on fire and flexing his marquee muscle, throwing locked-in Randy Arozarena and a red-hot Luke Raley into the mix, and you got a lineup firing on all cylinders. Thanks to the run of victories to kick off the summer, Seattle has cruised to the top of the AL West and has the Pacific Northwest rocking. The American League is officially on notice. The Mariners are a problem. Earlier this week in Sacktown, the Yankees turned the base paths into a full-on conga line.
Oh, the Yankees are pummeling the A's in this third inning.
Trailing 3-0 against the A's, the Yanks flipped the switch in the third, exploding for 13 runs in a historic frame. This was truly a marathon rally lasting 43 minutes, with the Yankees sending 18 total batters to the plate and scoring 10 runs before recording a single out. The craziest part, the Yankees did it without a single homer, small balling your way to a big inning.
I don't know that I've ever seen this. It feels like the Athletics are just as stunned as you and I are right now.
The Yankees barrage was their highest scoring inning since 2005, and just one run shy of the all-time franchise record from back in 1920. Babe Ruth's first season with the Bombers. A major catalyst for Sunday's offensive avalanche, Ben Rice.
What an inning for Rice!
Have a game in your third inning.
In that wild third inning alone, he delivered both a 2-run double and a 2-run triple. Rice has been cooking all season, putting up some tasty first half numbers and priming himself for an all-star selection this summer. For the first 2 months of the season, San Diego's dynamic showman, Fernando Tatis Jr., has experienced, well, let's just call it a power outage. One of the game's most electric players had gone 55 consecutive games and more than 200 at-bats without a home run. That all changed last Saturday against the Nats. In the top of the fifth, Tatis faked a bunt on the first pitch, but on the next pitch, he unleashed, like really unleashed, crushing the ball 451 feet.
Home run number 1 of 2026 for Fernando Tatis Jr.
It was his longest home run since 2021 and capped a 6-game stretch in which he had 13 hits and raised his batting average by 24 points.
Enjoy the ride, Fernando.
With the home run monkey off his back, let's see if El Nino can turn the tide and add the power surge the Padres will need to keep pace with the Dodgers in the NL West. Now it's time to break out the notebook for twig notes from around the league. June 1st, 2012 is a day that will live forever in the hearts of Mets fans. On that day, Johan Santana took the mound against the defending champion Cardinals and tossed the first no-hitter in Mets history.
He's out! It has happened!
Dating back to their inception in 1962, the Mets have always been a sort of pitching factory, launching the careers of stars like Nolan Ryan, Dwight Gooden, David Cone, and Tom Seaver. But all of those arms wound up throwing no-hitters for other teams, not the Mets. And during the 2012 season, the Mets were one of only 2 major league clubs to never throw a no-hitter. in the 8,020th game in franchise history, Santana changed all of that. The first 5 innings were unremarkable by no-hitter standards.
It's looped in the air to shallow left. Baxter coming on to make the grab. Side retired.
The 6th inning brought controversy, as former Met Carlos Beltran ripped a line drive down the left field line that appeared to land fair, but was ruled foul, preserving the no-no for another pitch.
If things progress as they're going right now, that could be an enormous call.
But the 7th inning brought the biggest moment of all when Mike Baxter, who was born and raised in Queens, just a few minutes away from Citi Field, put his entire body on the line and made one of the greatest defensive plays in franchise history.
Makes the catch! Well played! Selling out for this play is Baxter.
The play didn't end the game, but after a catch like that, everyone believed history was coming.
In the course of a no-hitter, what do they say? There's always 1 or 2, 3 plays?
Santana took the mound in the 9th at 122 pitches, but managed to fight off fatigue to retire Matt Holliday and Alan Craig before facing World Series hero David Freese with history on the line.
Santana into the windup. The payoff pitch on the way. Swung out and missed! Strike 3! He's done it! In their 51st season, Johan Santana has thrown the first no-hitter in New York Mets history.
Santana's 134 pitches were the most he'd ever thrown in a game, and 2012 was the final season he pitched in the major leagues. But if you ask Santana, or any Mets fan, it was absolutely worth it. In baseball, it's important to use your head, but it's not always helpful.
To hit him in the head and that would be a home run.
Well, Jose, you have company.
And batter beware, the animal is loose.
Can I see that jump again? It looked like Luke Cornett trying to block a 3.
Now, there's top rail, and then there's yelling 4.
It's right in the palm of the glove.
It certainly grades an A for effort. David Peterson on the pitch. Jacob Marcy loses the bat.
But somebody's throwing a baseball up there from the Mets dugout to try and loosen it.
Shot up the middle, that's where Haggerty is, and he drops the ball! Unbelievable.
And how about a look at some heads-up defensive plays?
Converging, it's yet Tanashi with the diving play. And what a rolling grab by Jorge Barrosa. For the pull, and Sally got it! He went up and got it!
That, folks, is the magic of baseball.
Royo on the spin, Slither, got it! Bundy goes behind the back.
How about that?
That's all for now, folks. We'll catch you next time with more This Week in Baseball.